Welcome back to another episode of Wild Sports. I'm Fu. Got my boy Sean here with me. We are going to review and preview the Atlanta Falcons. We didn't do a video last week to do predictions, so we have no predictions on this one.
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't have gotten it wrong, but I wouldn't have gotten the score correct.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have picked this one. The Falcons take down the Indianapolis Colts 29-10. I have to say, I think it's the best game they've played all year.
It's up there.
Top to bottom. Again, we're doing the quarterback carousel. We got Heineke starting. 23 of 33 for 229 and a touchdown. Solid day. Nothing MVP like, but hey, it's what you're after. Just a little bit of stability.
Got the job done.
Little stability in it. Overall, the team, we carried the ball 30 times for 177 yards and a touchdown. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? You're looking at me like that.
You just keep going, all right?
5.9 yards per carry. Just solid day on the ground. Kyle Pitts had a touchdown. For all you Kyle Pitts fantasy owners.
Hold on. Who had 5.9?
The team.
I was going to say, Bijan had 6 on the dot. I thought that's what you were talking about. Keep going.
No, 5.9 as a team. Kyle Pitts had a touchdown. Bijan getting involved all over, leading the team in receiving. I mean, it was nothing crazy, but a solid day for a running back.
Absolutely. 7 catches for 50. Great.
Yeah, solid. It's what we want to see out of him. Getting him involved, getting the ball in his hands. Our boy JB3, another interception.
Stud.
I think my favorite thing of the whole game, 6 sacks.
Loved it.
We have a pass rush. All of a sudden, we find a pass rush, huh? I mean, and we only allowed 1 sack for 0 yards, so I'm not really sure how that, goes into the stat category for Indianapolis for having a sack for 0 yards. I guess a 0-yard sack counts.
Yeah, Zach Harrison, the Ohio State Buckeye, drafted this past season?
Yes.
Or 2 years ago, I think.
Was it?
I think it was 2 seasons ago. Zach Harrison.
Okay. I thought it was this year.
No, because the second-round pick this year was Matt Bergeron from Syracuse.
Okay.
But yeah, he's really come on lately. I'm actually really no. You're 100% right, dude.
I was going to say I thought it was this year.
He was our third-round pick. You're 100% right. Pardon me. He's really come on as of late. A lot of fans were starting to get a little irritated with the fact that we take another DN in the early to mid-round area and barely use the don't really see too much from him. And I think that he's really started to develop into a decent player for us.
Yeah. I mean, a dominating day, 406 total yards to 262. So,
and this wasn't a bad Colts team. They were 8-6 coming in.
Yeah, no, I mean, they have been playing well. It was one of those teams that, a game that we absolutely could have lost and we dominated. We just are not winning the games that we need to win. But hey, I mean, it was refreshing to see the team play well. Again, I just think an overall solid performance. The only thing I saw, I think, was 0 for 3 in the red zone, which is a downside. But, I mean, when you win 29-10, old Pooh was solid. I mean,
he needed a bounce back game.
Yeah, I mean, solid all around. So, pretty exciting to see that this team.
I like that they're not giving up on the season. And I know every fan in the world wants them to, we just went to 7-8, so we were 6-8. Every fan in the world wants them to go 6-11 so that we have the highest draft pick possible and yada, yada, yada. I don't mind them playing tough down the stretch.
No, I mean, because you got to look at it. The playoffs still are not out of the question. I mean, it's a long shot.
Right. We'd have to win the next 2, and Tampa would have to lose the next 2 because I already did the opponents.
Yeah.
And they're ahead of us on that. So we need to finish ahead of them in the win column.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so it's not completely out of the question, but, it's definitely a long shot, when you lose to Tampa like we did and Carolina.
Yeah.
Had a big chance there against Tampa to kind of take it out, maybe come down to the last game against New Orleans. That'd have been fun for the division, but
would have been.
Still not out of the realm of a possibility, though. Could still happen. But overall, great game for the Falcons. Love to see it. Moving into this week at Chicago, we are the underdogs. +3 is what I'm seeing it at.
Yep, that's what I got.
I wonder what the weather is going to be like in, I guess, will that be January yet?
December 31st.
December 31st. So
the
New Year's
forecast
Eve
is 37 degrees and sunny.
Okay. So probably not too bad, but tough place to go play, Soldier Field. Against a team, to me, Chicago just seems like two different teams almost.
They're very like us.
Yeah, I see some weeks where they look very, very good and some weeks where they look terrible. So, an interesting spot here. Very interesting. I think obviously the key is Justin Fields. He's obviously one. We've discussed that we'd like to see come to Atlanta if they don't want him, but whether that's going to happen or whether Chicago is going to move on from him or not, I guess that's yet to be determined.
Indeed.
But, Fields, like I said, some games he looks like, top quarterback in the NFL. Some games he looks terrible. You got DJ Moore, a weapon for sure. Definitely his favorite target. And then I saw their run game was really, really strong last week. Getting Khalil Herbert back.
Herbert came back last week. Fields is currently the leading rusher on the team, yardage wise.
I mean, Herbert's been out almost the whole year.
Right, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So you got that, and then of course it just comes back to the same old thing, like what type quarterback play are we going to get? I would assume Heineke's going to get the reins again.
I'm also assuming the same thing.
I don't see him losing it after how he played last week. It's just the same old thing. Same thing we've been talking about all season. Can you get some consistent quarterback play? Can you not turn the ball over? Can you get the ball in your playmakers' hands? Can Bijan get rolling? Can you get Kyle Pitts the ball? You got to find in an offense that already struggles at the quarterback position. It doesn't help that there's not a whole lot of help on the outside. So,
yeah,
how do you get the ball down the field? Getting creative with it. But the run game. I mean, you see last week, like we talked about, 5.9 yards per carry. That opens up.
I know I didn't say this during the review, but Algier looked like he was coming out of a freaking cannon last week.
Yeah, that was great. He had a long touchdown run.
I love the way that guy runs. He's such a second half back. He's the back that you bring in when the defense is just like gassed. He's fantastic. He's such a great, compliment to Bijan.
Yeah. And I love that. I love because it's such a two-back league now. I mean, you don't have many teams at all, if any, that run a single back. And I think it's a great two-man backfield there. And even Grandpa gets in there and shows out every once in a while. It seems like they used him a little bit last week, Mr. Patterson. So you just got to get creative in how you get the ball out there, how are you going to move the ball down the field? So be creative on offense, play like you got nothing to lose. Cause I guess you really don't, you don't control your destiny, but,
we'll probably do a season review video for the Falcons. So this will probably come out during that, but I really think that the Falcons could benefit with getting, if they keep Arthur Smith, of course, I think they could benefit by getting like a younger mind offensively, or maybe like a passing game coordinator, or go grab one of these pass heavy teams like Buffalo or Green Bay, even, and just
Washington. Who's Washington's OC?
It's Benjamin from Kansas City. Remember, everyone was so confused why he went from OC to KC to OC to Washington.
Oh, he's an OC there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, everyone was so confused why he went OC to OC from Kansas City to Washington. They thought he'd only be leaving Kansas City for a head coach job.
Yeah, because they got rid of Tyreek Hill, maybe? Or all his weapons on the outside other than Kelsey?
Yeah. And, I go see if there's a young mind there. If not, offer Benjamin whatever you want.
I'm okay with that. I'm good with that.
Honestly, if he's ready for a head coaching position, I don't mind. I really like Arthur Smith. I really like Arthur Smith. But the results are not showing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I wish they were showing, but they're not.
When you lose to Carolina, man, that's NFL to me a lot of times is not. I mean, it's coaching, but like very few times do you have games that you're just supposed to win in the NFL. And like that's one you've got to win. There's no reason why you shouldn't win that game.
When Arthur Blank starts coming on the field late in the season, he's coming for the job.
Yeah. Well, all right. Predictions. I don't even have one in yet.
I really don't either. But, I hope we get the running game going. Again, I hope we keep it to a two-headed backfield. I know Patterson comes out of it like a cannon every now and then too, but I hope we keep it to two. What's my prediction? My prediction is, God, I'm not a believer in Heineke, man. The Bears are starting to beat some tough teams down the stretch, keeping it close with other tough teams. Yikes. I think I'm going against us. I think I'm going to go 24-17 Bears.
Yeah, I'm going 27-20 Bears.
Yeah.
I don't even know that we'll score 20. I don't have a lot of faith in the Falcons. It's kind of the same thing. I mean, I don't know. It's a coin toss. Which team shows up?
We're just a really bad road team.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't think we're that great of a team, period, to be honest.
Well, the thing is, we've got great players. Like, I think our offense, we've been saying it all year, is a quarterback away.
Like, and maybe a receiver.
Yeah, we could definitely benefit from one, but if we had a QB, I don't think having a second receiver would be that big of a deal with Bijan, Pitts, Johnny's played great, honestly. I know we're overfeeding him the ball, but he's played great.
He's definitely been a good addition.
I mean, Drake London's turning into like a liable, not even just like a jump ball guy, just a very physical receiver.
Yeah.
Good at one-on-one coverage and whatnot. So I think we're like a quarterback away. And the defense is just, I love.
Yeah. Defense. I love the defense.
The Falcons D.
Love the Falcons D. It's solid. Very solid.
Yeah. JB Trey, baby.
That's right. All right. Well, again, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think about the Falcons. What do y'all want to see in the offseason? Y'all want to see us lose these last two games, get a better draft pick? Y'all want us to try and contend for it? You want Arthur Smith? You want him gone? Who do you want in? But what do you think about this week? Y'all go ahead and let us know. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all coming out. Till next time.